Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my review of Hana-chan and the Shape of the World by Ryotaro Ueda. This is a Yen Press release, larger trim size, really beautiful artwork on the covers, on the front and back covers, and it also has some really amazing color pages on matte regular paper, which I love. I do not like glossy color pages. I think it just takes away from the experience because you're on regular paper and then all of a sudden there's a glossy page randomly in the middle. But I love when it's on the matte paper. I just think it looks really cool. This is bizarre, which is exactly what I was hoping it would be. But it was, I thought that this was a kind of just introspective, weird story about this little girl kind of experiencing the world. And it was just kind of going to go through a slice of life sort of situation of her experiencing the world. And it is sort of that, but it's also bananas. It's just so wacky. I was not expecting a lot of the things that happened in this. I just thought it was going to be her and her cat, just kind of doing their thing and wandering around in their little country sort of town and, getting up to some mischief. But, there's a lot of weird things in this decently short, roughly 180 pages. But I guess that's good because I don't know. I like bizarre things. I want to be surprised. So the fact that this thing that I just assumed I knew exactly what it was going to be ended up being something very more out there than I could have expected, I guess is a good thing. I'm drawn to very kind of alternative stuff, and I was expecting, and I was decently correct, in that this is similar vibes to Invitation from a Crab by Panpanya, released by Denpa, in that you have seemingly, you're like, oh, this is a regular thing, and then all of a sudden the world is not regular anymore. There's something bizarre going on, and this character's just existing in this bizarre plane of existence, and you're like, what is happening? So it's kind of got a fantasy element to it, which I wasn't expecting at all. But the artwork is just incredible. I love the colors. I love the, I'm gonna find some, oh, that's so weird. So here's one of they're in a storm. It starts out, they're just kind of she's with her family. She's clearly, a little ditzy and she's in her head is up in the clouds. That's kind of the reality. There's a nice beat up old car. The art is stunning. I don't want to show you too many panels because I need you to experience this chaotic energy for yourself. But trust me, the art is amazing. And it's basically just this girl, Hana-chan, being a little shit and getting into trouble, and then weird sort of almost supernatural-esque things start happening, but then it's kind of it's grounded in reality, but it's really strange and kind of it's a mundane thing that then just gets blown out of proportion. And it's just far enough out of reality that you're like, what is going on? Now, this kid is she is in her own world. She is not interested in rules. She is not interested in anybody telling her what to do or how to do it. She is out exploring the world, and she does not care about anything, seemingly. Now she seems to have people around her who, there's a teacher, her teacher always sees her out doing stuff, and she's like, stop doing that, like you are going to hurt yourself. And her parents seem to be decently like, express yourself kind of thing, and like have free reign. She lives clearly out in the country or whatever, so not as much of a helicopter parent sort of attitude out there. But yeah, we do focus as well on her friend, who's a bit more careful than Hana-chan is. But for the most part, we follow these young kids and they're just kind of experiencing the world around them. And, I guess their imaginations are pretty wild and we're just along for the ride. It's fun. I do really, really recommend this if any of this sounds interesting, or even if you just really love the cover, because you're just in for some really beautiful artwork and some really ridiculous short vignettes about this kid and her cat with the really crooked, weird eyes. It was a lot of fun. I will definitely reread this, and I will probably reread it often. It really doesn't, I really don't get shocked that often, but multiple times reading this, I was like, what am I looking at? What is going on? I thought this was just gonna be cute, and now I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know, it's a breath of fresh air. If you've read this, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have read anything similar to this and you want to recommend, please do. Like I said, if you enjoyed the vibe of Panpanya's Invitation from a Crab, this is decently, it's in a similar vein. But yeah, thanks for watching.